second grade. It is good to see you, and this is really exciting that we get to have a little bit of music class time while we're away from school. And my plan is to have a new video for you guys every Wednesday. So here it is, Wednesday, April 8th, and you can check back for another video next Wednesday. We're going to start with something that we did before we had to leave school, and it's our song called It's Mi, Re, Do. And we were, of course, learning the notes, Mi, Re, and Do, and the song went something like this. It's do, it's mi, do, it's re, it's mi, do, it's do, it's mi, do, it's mi, re, do. Let's try singing that together. You ready? Here we go. It's do, it's mi, do, it's re, it's mi, do, it's do, it's mi, do, it's mi, re, do. Now we're going to do two things with that. Both of them are review, but it's been a while, so we need to review. The first thing is we're going to use our music staff with our lines, and we are going to write the notes for Mi, Re, Do. Now, at home, you could do this by simply getting a piece of paper and drawing 3 straight lines across the page, and then getting something to use as music notes. I have some of my little music notes here like we use in school, but they're just like little bingo chips, if you remember. And you could use something similar to that, or you could use anything, really anything small that you could use as a music note. It doesn't even have to be circular. You could use anything. And if you don't have something to use to put on the paper, you could simply draw music notes in the correct spots on paper. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to go and find something to use as music notes and to get a paper and a pen or pencil to use to draw your music staff, and then we'll get started with our song. Okay, so let's go through it one part at a time. Beginning goes, it's do, it's mi, do. So we have do, mi, do, right? And for today, we've done this 2 different ways, but for today, we're going to put do in the first space. So on your piece of paper, if you want to put a D, like a capital letter D, right beside this bottom first space to remind you that that's where do will be today, you can do that. Okay? Then we're going to take our music notes, and you can use yours at home, or you can use a pen or pencil, and you can draw a music note in that first space. And in fact, you might remember we need 2 of them at the beginning of this song. It's do, it's mi, do. Now we need a mi and a do. And we've called do Mama Do. And she is our lowest note that we know right now. And she sits down here at the bottom. But she also matches mi. So if do is in a space, mi is going to be in a space. Okay, so that's why do is in the bottom space right here. And then we jump up here to the next space up for mi. And then the next note in our song, do, mi, do. Okay, we need another do. There they are. That's the beginning of our song, right? Do, mi, do. Next part is re, mi, do. Okay, well, re is the one that's different. Okay? Little baby Re. Re is the little sister. So if you remember, we had big sister Law that liked to be different than the brothers. Well, little baby Re is the little baby sister. She also likes to be different than the brothers. Mi is one of the brothers, right? In our bird story that we tell. Mi is one of the brothers. Well, if he's in a space, Re is not going to be in a space. She's going to land on the line. Okay, so that's where Re goes. And she's little baby Re, so she's right above Mama Do. They stay close together, Do and Re. So that's where Re lives. And we had Re, 2 of them. And then we had mi, do again. So we come back up here to mi, and then back down to the bottom space for do. Notice how I started on the left-hand side, and I just keep on going this way. We should always be able to tell what our next note is that we sing because it's continually going over toward the right, just like we're writing a sentence. So far we have, it's do, it's mi, do, it's re, it's mi, do. Now if we continued on, we would have another, it's do, it's mi, do. But I don't have room to put that on mine. You could do it on yours. It's just like the beginning. It's do, it's mi, do. So another pattern that looks like this would go over here. But I'm going to save this space for the very end of the song. At the very end, it's a little bit different. We go, it's mi, re, do. So we put them in order, starting on mi in the top space, then re, coming right down, and then finally I'm going to squeeze one more in there. We have one more do at the end. Mi, re, do. So you could write your song kind of like I did, and we'll bounce back to the beginning at one point. Or if you want to write it all out, that's fine. And if you would like to pause the video now, you can pause it and look at my song and make yours the same. And now we're going to sing it together while we read it. You can look at yours, I'll look at mine, and we'll sing it 2 times. You ready? In fact, I'll sing it once with you, and then you're going to sing it once all by yourself. Here we go. Ready? It's do, it's mi, do, it's re, it's mi, do, it's do, it's mi, do, it's mi, re, do. And there is the ending. Let's try it once. I'll get you started, and then you'll just keep on going. Here you go. It's do. Good job. Now, that was learning to read the music notes that go with that. And now we're going to do a little bit of work on our Glockenspiels to practice what that looks like playing. Now, you may have a Glockenspiel at home and you may not. If you do, you might have one kind of like it looks like the ones that we have at school, which I have here and I'll show you in a minute. Or you might not have one like that. You might have one that looks different. You might have one that's a toy. You might have a little toy from either you or a little brother or sister, and it'll look a little different than our Glockenspiels. It might also be a xylophone or an instrument that is called a xylophone that still looks kind of like a Glockenspiel, but as long as it has the bars that we can use as do, re, and mi, then you will be fine and you can play that. Now, if you don't have an instrument like that at home, you can still pretend to play along with me on the video. Okay, so here we have our Glockenspiel, and you can see that it's just like the ones we have at school. Now, the one that you have at home might not have letter names on it. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but mine starts with a letter C, and we go on up all the letters of the musical alphabet. Now, if yours does not have letters on it, that is okay. A couple different things we can do for our mi, re, do song. You can use the very bottom as do. Okay, that's an easy way to do it. You could start down here. It's do, it's mi, do. And you might remember from when we did this at school, do, if do is at the bottom, re is going to be the next note, and mi is going to be the following note. So you'll only need these first 3 to play. Another place that you can probably use, and it's going to be the one that I use today, is the 4th note up. If you have letter names, it says letter F. So I'm using the letters F, G, and A. It's these 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay? If you count up from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll start on the 4th bar on your instrument. If I use that one as do, then the next one is re, and the next one is mi. So let's try that. It would go like this. It's do, it's mi, do. And remember, just like we did in school, you have to skip over re for that beginning part. You skip over re. You play do, do, mi, do. So you try that at home. Ready? It's do, it's do, it's mi, do. And if you don't have an instrument at home, you can just point at the screen and pretend you're playing along with me. It's do, it's mi, do. Now remember, the next part of the song, we go to re, which is the one in the middle. It's re, it's mi, do. Let's try that again. It's re, it's mi, do. And then we do just like the beginning again, starting on do. It's do, it's mi, do. Let's do that again. It's do, it's mi, do. And then the ending starts on mi. That's the third one up. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. It's mi, re, do. And there's the music we created for that in the background. You see it? It's do, it's mi, do. It's re, it's mi, do. It's do, it's mi, do. It's the ending, mi, re, do. So, get ready on your Glockenspiel. I'll say 1, 2, ready, play, and we will do it together all the way through. Ready? Here we go. It's do, it's mi, do. It's re, it's mi, do. It's do, it's mi, do. It's mi, re, do. Let's try it once with you singing and playing. I'll just point to the notes as we go. Ready, here you go. It's do. And there you have it. Good job. Our next activity is a suggestion of something you can do at home, and it's something that we actually also did in school a while back also. You'll still need your 3 lines, and we're still going to use mi, re, and do, but this time you're creating your own song. So you might remember doing that in school with me, and we had a little song that went along with it, and it went something like this. I have a song, it's really not that long, I'll sing it to you first, and then you'll sing along. And then we created songs of our own that were 5 notes long. So you might have had something like this. Do, re, mi, re, do. There's my 5 notes. Okay? Now I just kept mine in order, right? My song goes do, re, mi, re, do. But you could do them in any order. You could do a bunch of do's in a row if you wanted. There, look at that one. I don't have any mi's, or excuse me, I don't have any re's in this song. I have do, 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 mi, do, right? That's my song. So you can put them in any order that you like. And what I would encourage you to do at home is create your song and sing it for somebody in your family. And sing it like this. I wrote a song, it's really not that long. I'll sing it for you first, and then you'll sing along. And you can sing it for your family member. Do, 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 mi, do. And then you can have your family members sing it back to you. You can actually teach them how to read some of these notes. Do, 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 mi, do. And if your family member will play along, they can create a 5-note song and they can try to sing it to you. And you can be the teacher and you can check them and see if they sang it right. And if not, you can help them out. All right, so that's something I would encourage you to do at home. Now, our final thing with do, re, mi for today, we're going to take a little test. On this board, you can see that I have 3 different patterns. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but hopefully you can read them. I did, for each one, put D for do in that bottom space, just like we were working on for the rest of today's lesson. We're going to have D in the bottom, do in the bottom space. Okay? So what we're going to do is, I want you to get a piece of paper and draw 3 lines for each of our patterns, just like I did. My lines are in purple, see? 3 lines. And then I want you to draw the D for do in the bottom space for each one. And then I want you to draw 3 music notes following the patterns that I did for each one. Okay, and remember, we always start reading from the left, so we'll start going from this side. And I'm going to pick one of these patterns and I'm going to sing it for you. And I want you to put a number next to whichever one I choose. So whichever one I do first, you're going to put a number 1 beside it. So if I do this top one first, you put a number 1 on your paper beside that top one. If I did the bottom one first, you'd put a number 1 down here. And then whichever one I sing second, you'll put a number 2 beside. If I do this one second, you'll put a number 2 right here. Okay, so let's try it. You go get your supplies, and we'll get started in just a minute. Okay, so we have our 3. I'm going to get my marker out so we can go over answers in a minute too. Are you ready? Here we go. Choice number 1. I want you to put a number 1 beside this pattern. Do, re, mi. Whichever one says do, re, mi, when you read it, put a number 1 beside it. Here's the next one. Put a number 2 beside this one. Which one says do, re, do? Do, re, do. That is number 2, so put a number 2 beside that one. And finally, which one says do, mi, re? Do, mi, re. Whichever one says do, mi, re, put a number 3 beside. Okay? So which one did I sing first? Do, re, mi. You should have answered number 1. Yep, I did the top one first. And then for number 2, I did do, re, do. Well, that's the bottom one. So you should have a number 2 over here. That's a messy number 2, but that says number 2. Do, re, do. And finally, yes, for number 3, I went do, mi, re. So there's number 3. Do, mi, re. Now, we're going to do this one more way, but this is going to be tricky. Okay? This time, I am going to play the notes for you on my Glockenspiel. So you will not hear me telling you which one is do, re, or mi. You have to listen and think about which one sounds like do, re, or mi in your head on the Glockenspiel and see if you can put the correct number again beside the correct pattern. Okay? So here we go. It's going to be a different order this time. It'll be a different order. So you're going to use a new set of numbers, but we'll use the same patterns that we had. So remember, we had do, re, mi, and this one is do, mi, re, and this one is do, re, do. Okay? So here we go. Which one am I playing first? You're going to put a number 1 beside this pattern. Did you hear it? Here it is again. You're going to put a number 2 beside this pattern. Ready? Here it is again. And finally, a number 3 beside this pattern. Here it is again. All right, so what order did I do this time? Well, I did not start at the top, did I? My first one was, and hopefully in your head it sounded like do, re, do, and that would be the bottom. So we'll put a number 1 down there this time. What did I do second? It sounded like this. Hopefully in your head that sounded like do, mi, re, and that is the middle. So we can have a number 2 there. And finally, yes, I did. That's do, re, mi, and that is the top. So we'll put a number 3 up at the top. Okay? Good. Good listening. It's always good to test yourself and figure out if you're getting those notes in your head, because that's really a big goal that we have. We want to be able to listen to music and say, oh, I know what that is. I know how to write it. I know how to read it. I know how to play it on instruments. That's why we do those things. Okay? Good deal. And finally, we're going to just get ready for a song that we're going to use for something next week. Let me grab my guitar. This is a little song called Go Round the Mountain. Okay? Goes like this. Go round the mountain, toady diddle dum, toady diddle dum. Go round the mountain, toady diddle dum dee. Now, some of those words are a little confusing because they're not real words. They're just fun music sounds. It goes like this. Toady diddle dum. Toady diddle dum, toady diddle dum. So, go round the mountain, toady diddle dum, toady diddle dum. Go round the mountain, toady diddle dum dee. Let's try that together. Ready? Go round the mountain, toady diddle dum, toady diddle dum. Go round the mountain, toady diddle dum dee. One more time. Go round the mountain, toady diddle dum, toady diddle dum. Go round the mountain, toady diddle dum dee. All right, and that's just a short little melody that we're going to use for something next time. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we will have another music class lesson next Wednesday. So thank you very much for joining me, second grade. It was really cool to be able to do a lesson with you, even if it was on video instead of in person. It's pretty cool and pretty fun to be able to do this and give you a chance to make some music and remember some of the things we were doing in class. So until next time, I'll see you. Bye-bye.